Yo, what's up? What's going on? What's good? The Boxing Sword checking in here. I wanted to give a commentary here or a follow up as to the leader of Matchroom Boxing, Eddie Hearn, talking about the potential heavyweight fights coming up this year, as you have the rematch between Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua for the unified heavyweight titles, and possibly the fight between Tyson Fury and Dylan White for the WBC heavyweight title coming up. He did speak about those fights in a Zoom call that took place there. That is available on YouTube through Matchroom Boxing. And, you know, pretty much just wanted to just touch on that a little bit. I guess, he's trying to work on, having those fights put together. Trying to see if he could maximize his deals with the fighters that he has under Matchroom Boxing, of course, Anthony Joshua there, and also Dylan White. We talked about the whole thing between Tyson Fury and Dylan White here in the previous videos. And Dylan White's still going through his whole little thing with arbitration and whatnot with the WBC. But I guess if things kind of like clear themselves out, he will be available to fight Tyson Fury sometime in, April, maybe April or May or something like that. But you also do have the rematch between Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua for the WBA, IBF, WBO, and the IBO heavyweight titles. That does also have to take place. So, with those two fights that could happen, you could potentially have a semifinal of sorts. I guess finally getting an undisputed heavyweight championship match sometime later this year. But as far as like working things out for the heavyweight scene, you could see something where those two fights could be scheduled in a way so that it could work itself out to the point where you could have an undisputed heavyweight title match later in 2022, whether it's, Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua, or Fury versus Usyk, or White versus Joshua in a rematch, or, it could be White versus Usyk. I mean, you could have that here in the heavyweight division. Because, as they say, sometimes anything can happen in the heavyweight division. So, we've had titles change hands multiple times here in the heavyweight division, particularly over the past couple of years. So, we're just seeing here how things kind of like work out. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing kind of like explained that, at the end of his conversation there when he was talking about the schedule that Matchroom Boxing has over the next few months. But, the heavyweight division has pretty much been a topic of conversation over the past couple of years. And now, with, of course, Tyson Fury defeating Deontay Wilder for 2 times, now holds the WBC heavyweight championship, and Alexander Usyk defeating Anthony Joshua last year to get the unified heavyweight championships. Now we got to see how that's going to sort itself out to see if we finally get a undisputed heavyweight championship match, or something where you could pretty much just say, okay, flat out, whoever wins between, this person and that person, so to speak, is without a doubt the heavyweight champion or the #1 heavyweight in the world, because he's been in the ring against all the top fighters, or been in the ring against the top fighter or the next rated top fighter, and has basically beat him. So I guess here, with the conversation that Eddie Hearn had pretty much like hours ago, that we kind of like see if we're going to have the heavyweight division pretty much sorted out at the top. Yeah, we've had like lots of action in the heavyweight division over the past few months or so, but when it comes to having the top guys fighting each other, it's kind of like been a little bit of a mix what's happening in the top 5 or 6. But as far as like the top 2 rated guys fighting each other, usually it hasn't kind of like been like that. But hopefully it'll be able to sort itself out here in the next couple of months to where, okay, we could say yeah, you have this guy that's facing another guy that's rated within the top 5 or, 6 or so. And then with, Anthony Joshua, Alexander Usyk, that's 2 top 5 heavyweights that's going to be facing each other. And, whoever wins that, I guess, would be able to move forward and say, hey, I'm, clearly the guy that should be facing, I guess, the winner of Tyson Fury versus Dylan White for the undisputed heavyweight championship. So we got to see how this situation clears itself out here in the heavyweight division. But we basically have to wait and see how that sorts itself out. But Eddie Hearn looks like he's trying to work towards getting a all big super heavyweight clash, for all the belts or whatever it is or whatnot. But he's tried lots of times, but hasn't quite gotten there just yet. So we have to see if 2022 will be more of the same, or will it be a little bit different? Will we finally see an undisputed heavyweight title clash in 2022? That's why I got in reference to this particular topic. You can share your thoughts about, what Eddie Hearn said. You could also, check out that interview in full. We'll pretty much have a link to it here in the description box. But I mean, we got to see how this heavyweight division shakes out. And be sure to subscribe to this channel here. We really appreciate it. And on that note, folks, I'm out. Peace.